This is Udip Karki. I'm an international student at Southeastern Louisiana University. This video is for my SE-101 class. I'm going to talk about my first semester and some tips that you might find useful. But this first semester, it's been a really wonderful time. The people everywhere, they're very friendly. I've made many friends, both American and from my own country, and even from many Latin American countries and a few other Asian countries. And the second, this is a wonderful place. All the faculty are, all the teachers and faculty are so friendly. They're very supportive. All of my teachers are very supportive. And with the class sizes so small, it's easier to comprehend what the teacher is teaching, and also it's easier to personally to get to know the teachers. And well, the dorms are pretty nice. I live in Louisiana Hall, and it's at the center of all the places. It's at the center of the university almost, so it's really easy for me to get to different places. And there are so many facilities on campus, such as the free printing service, the lab, which is almost 24 hours. I wish it was 24 hours, but I think even 20 hours is a good deal. And the library, which allows us, I think, at least to borrow at least what I meant to say was a maximum of 10 books, which is a good deal, isn't it? There's even a swimming pool, which I used a lot during the first half of the semester, and a gym, which I haven't, I've gone inside twice, almost worked out, yeah, almost. Well, yeah, now to get into the things I want to tell you about. Well, we're here for studying, aren't we? Well, most of it is about studying. It's about education and building up skills for employment, isn't it? So first I'd like to tell you, set up clear and achievable academic goals. Talk to other people and talk to the advisors so that you can take classes according to your ability and not overtax yourself. Overburdening the people, when they overburden themselves, they perform really bad. And try not to do the same mistakes they made, and also try to plan everything. Plan your courses up till graduation. Yes, I'm serious about talking about. Well, yes, I'm serious when I say it. When I say that you should plan it till graduation. Some of the higher level courses are only available some semesters, and if you miss one, you might have to wait a whole year just for the same course. One of my friend has had to wait a whole year just for one course he had to take. Now he's stuck here for another year. And if he had planned properly, he might have avoided it. And then, I can never overemphasize the need for studying. Try to read at least 15 minutes a day per subject. You'll find out that spreading out the study time is a lot more helpful than cramming. With cramming, you spend so much time and you forget more than half of it. But by reading a little each day, you can retain most of the information really easily. And then just before the test, you can just revise. It's a lot easier that way. You can even make flashcards during the test or before the test or any time, so that it's easier for you to remember. Also, try to plan your schedule. With college life with the burden of studies, and for many people they'll also need to balance work and all the activities and all the social life. Try to make a schedule so that it's easier to balance everything, so that you do not eat up your study time. and try to squeeze in studies, and never forget to do homework. It helps a lot, and never procrastinate. Try to start early, maybe not finish the whole thing at one time, but try to start it early so that you have ample time available for revising it. And oh yes, about I think these are the that's what I do basically. I try to read every day. I do all my homework. I start early, even though I revise at the last moment, but most of my work is already done. I just need to revise it just before printing, and I think reading has helped me a lot. I think that is the reason why I'm estimating a 4.0 GPA. But it's just my first semester, and most of the courses are really easy. However, it helps a lot to read in such a way. I'm never stressed for the tests because I just revise a little, and I think a good night's sleep is much better than a cramming session for the whole night. But it depends. It's what you like actually. It's what you prefer. And another thing I want to talk about is exploring occupational options associated with your majors. I actually was at first interested in taking up Bachelor in Computer Science. I thought that it'd help me get a good job and it'd be in something I was really interested. I was always interested in using the computers, like many of you do, playing computer games. Yes. But as I started the computer science class, I found out that I wouldn't like it. But I always used to think about what the world is like, and I've always had the fascination about the world, and I want to take up physics. I decided that my traits and my interests are in learning about the world. I want to be a scientist, and that is the reason why I changed to a bachelor I changed my major to physics. You'll find out that it's a very interesting activity to do. You'll find out about your study. You'll find out about yourself, about your interests, and you'll find out if you will enjoy it or not. If you enjoy it, you'll also discover ways. You'll discover ways to improve your chances of getting the occupation or the skills required, so that you can train them early. You can then pick up the proper classes which will benefit you in doing so. Also, I like to talk about college activities. Try to involvement in college activities. Try to get involved as much as possible, but do not. Well, I say this again. Juggle them properly. Do not try to let just one. Do not let the time spent in college in co-curricular activities affect your studies. Always keep your studies above everything, but try to get involved. It's a good way to make contacts, to make a network, and to make new friends. I'll tell you, one of the great benefits taking part in co-curricular activities, to be a part of clubs and organizations, might be in computer science. Most of the hires are through references, and you'd benefit by making networks. And in some cases, the clubs and organizations try to build professional networks between the students, or try to introduce the students to new trends that are emerging in the marketplace, making them ready, more receptive towards the future market. For example, the ACM Club and the .NET Hammond Group, they bring in guest speakers once a month, and they discuss about the new technologies that are coming out, the new trends in computer science and information systems. In information technology and information systems. And now I'd like to talk about a few personal things and about finances. Well, this is the first time staying away from home for a lot of us, even for me. It's easy to go crazy. Crazy as in it's easy without supervision. It's easy to get into bad habits. I'd like to advise you not to do drugs. People have suffered a lot because of drugs. Try not to abuse alcohol. Well, if you're of age, but if you're not of age, it's detrimental to your health, to your brain, and to your body. Try not to do it, and never do drugs. It's very difficult to get out of drugs. And yeah, about finances. Well, it's easy to it's without any supervision. It's easy to spend a lot. Maybe go to some place with some friends, shop a little more, or maybe a few more clothes, and you might just end up without any money to spend. For me, it's especially really difficult because an American dollar is worth about 100 units of my currency, and I cannot afford to spend much. And that's why I got a job, so that I can ease burden off my parents, and that my parents think that I'm a big boy now. I think most of us have the common sense to actually plan, not exactly plan a budget, but at least control ourselves. But planning a budget goes a long way. I've started planning a budget, but I haven't gotten into saving it because I haven't had the time to go open a savings account, which I'm going to do pretty soon. And these are my tips, and some of the things I missed about satisfactory academic progress. Just try to remember that you need a certain number of credit hours. I don't remember right now, but just try to look into that. That's why you plan it thoroughly. And yeah, I cannot overstate it. Try to study as much as possible, but still have a little social life. Make friends. It's easier for the mind. It's a lot easier for your emotional side too. Just make some friends. Make really good friends. Don't do drugs. Study a lot. Make friends. Get into clubs, but don't let anything. And also work out physically, because you'll find out that the body is like a container. The brain is the water inside of it. The water is only clean as the water takes the shape of the container and is only as clean as the container is. Just try to clear out everything. Try to make your body better so that your brain is better. I think it helps a lot. I exercise regularly, and I think that's helped me a lot too. It decreases stress and also helps me concentrate. So I'm gonna say it again: study, work out a little, plan your finances, plan your studies, plan your schedule. Try to manage time. Read every day. Don't cram. Well, sometimes you have no option, but try to read every day so that you don't need to cram. And have I said get involved? Yes, that's basically it. This is Udip Karki, and this has been my video for SE-101, and this place has been a wonderful place. All the teachers are really helpful. Everyone's so friendly, and I'm glad to have come to this university. And I hope you do too.